Here we are back again to talk about the Supercharged J Series in the EK Civic. I did get it up and running. I haven't driven it yet, but I've had it idling on the jack stands here a couple times, and it seems to run pretty good. I have a couple small vacuum leaks I still need to address. Before I drive it, I need to upgrade the fuel system. So it has the stock EK Civic, like 98 Civic fuel pump in the tank still. It has a Corvette fuel filter and regulator that gives you like a 4-bar fuel pressure. It has the stock J Series J30 Accord fuel injectors in it still, just to get it running, because I had a good tune that I knew ran, so I didn't want to put the supercharger on and change a bunch of stuff in the fuel system at the same time. I want to make sure it runs good, or at least idles good enough, and there's nothing weird going on with just the supercharger being changed. And then I'm going to do the fuel system upgrades. So follow me over here, and I'll give you an overview of what I've got planned for the fuel system. So there are a few different things I picked up for this car. I have a 255 liter per hour Carter drop-in replacement fuel pump for a EK Civic. I actually got that off of Rock Auto. It was about maybe 30 bucks or something. So that'll supply some extra fuel. I also have this flex fuel sensor from the junkyard, which I 3D printed the mount for it there. And I think I paid about $5 for the sensor and the pigtail. I did test it on my last project, the Insight, and then I decided not to run flex fuel. So I have this kind of left over and sitting around waiting to be put in. So I'll plumb that into the 3/8 nylon line that I've got on the car, feeding it. And then I picked this up. As you can see, that is not a V6 intake manifold. That is, in fact, a GM L96 6-liter V8 from like 2012 to 2018-ish heavy-duty truck. And actually, this particular one I bought off of eBay. I think I paid around $80 for it, shipped. And this one is actually off of a 2018 Mitsubishi Fuso, because after they stopped making the L96 6-liter for the trucks, they started selling them to put in Mitsubishi Fusos, which is like the cab over like heavy duty truck that you see driving around. So this thing's actually all complete, down to like the intake gaskets and everything. But the reason that I bought this is because there's something that I really was looking for. It's got a 87 millimeter throttle body. I may have some use for that in the future, but the main thing I was after were these fuel injectors. So it's got 8 50 pound per hour, or 50, around 500 cc per hour fuel injectors at 4-bar fuel pressure. And these are part number, if you can see it there, the 12613-412s. And these are from a flex fuel. So this was a flex fuel engine. So they're really big. They should be enough to feed the 300-ish horsepower I'm gonna make on E85 with this thing. And to use these, they're the same height as the LS truck injectors that I showed you in a previous video, like the standard, like run-of-the-mill 5.3 gas engines. So they're the same height, and I can slot the fuel rail tabs to get those in there. And then I bought these adapters, which adapt the EV6 plug, like there. If I can get it onto that thing. There we go. EV6 plug to the Honda OBD2 type plug. So this will all plug together. I don't have to screw around with soldering different pigtails on the car. I'll just plug these in, and the fuel rail O-rings are the same size, so that'll be pretty much a drop in. So that's a 500 cc injector. That's a direct drop in, and I paid about 80 bucks. And if you look around on eBay for that part number I just read off, or Amazon, you can find aftermarket versions of these, and you can get them for, I don't know, 30 bucks a set. But I would rather have these, you know, probably 200,000+ mile OEM Delphi injectors than some unknown made in China of questionable quality control injectors. So that's my plan for my budget fuel system setup. I'm gonna get that all put on before spring, and then I will be ready to go, I think.